Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we're playing Boros 67. That's because where I picked it up, it had a 67% win rate, and we're playing with white and red cards. If a nice aggro Boros deck sounds good to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello, and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, and remember, in the immortal words of His Holiness, the Space Pope, the cow says, moo. Doctor, you can't suck it. Yes, thank you. Filmed before a live studio audience. Thank you so much. What do I say next? Word to your mama. That sounds right. All right, so today I'm bringing to you a deck I found over at the Aether Hub, and it was posted by MTGA-Assistant-Meta, and it had a 67% win rate, and it was called Boros. That's just the way it goes. And it was an old deck, something we've seen before. It had Arabella in it, so it's a nice version of this particular deck. Only a singleton one. But I thought, yeah, let's play it. Let's just see if we can make it work. You know what? It worked really well. So we're going to go out, we're going to play this deck, and we're going to crush people the way we normally do. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards in the deck. We're going to talk about how it works, and then we're going to go out and we're going to crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got today? All right, it's all about going wide. It's all about going wide, and we'll show you why. Nesting Bot, this guy comes out. If he gets killed, he comes out again. And if you get up to max speed, then he gets Pozo, +1/+0. This guy puts out a clue, which will be important. You'll see in a bit. The Warden, you could tap stuff to pump this guy up. You pump him up 3 times, and he has got Flying and Vigilance. You can just get more Popo counters and more and more again. Demolition, you destroy an artifact, you get 3 goblins out of the deal. That's where you destroy that clue, you get 3 goblins. You can use those new 3 dudes to pump up the Warden. And you can keep doing it if you want to, as long as you want to, but just keep going wide. That's the important part. A little bit of control, a little bit of control. Also, if you can attack with 3 more creatures, this will give your guys +1/+0, aka also known as Pozo. This guy jumps out, puts out a dude. It'll be a 2/1 with flying on your turn. He doesn't defend as a flyer, but he attacks as a flyer. We got Resolute Reinforcements, which goes out 2 dudes. This guy and another guy. This one says whenever it attacks, you deal X damage to each opponent, and you gain X life, where X is the number of creatures you control, power of 2 or less. That's like everybody you got. So this is a very helpful way of doing additional damage and gaining a lot of life. Like a lightning helix built into a creepy doll. Sanguine Evangelist comes out, puts out a bat, and if it dies, you put out another bat. But when Sanguine Evangelist attacks, all of your other creatures get Pozo, +1/+0. Hopefully it doesn't push them over the limit, because then Arabella wouldn't trigger off anymore, but you got to make decisions as to what you want to do. Let's see, and then the thing is that also gives all your dudes +1/+0, which is what you want to do with all your little dudes as you go wide. Because if you got 7 guys out and they're attacking for 1, you're doing 7 points of damage. If you get +1/+0, then you're doing 14 points of damage. That is a big difference. Plus, you got Imodane's Recruiter. When he comes out, they all gain haste and +1/+0. So between the 2, you got +2/+0, which with 7 guys out, it's going to be like 21 points of damage. That is a beautiful thing. The Knight-Errant, you can tap your dudes and to minimize the number of colorless mana you'd have to pay. And then you can use whatever's left to, basically you can look at that many cards, and then you can return them back to your hand if they're creatures. And if you got mana left over, you can play your creatures. So this allows you to go wide. Okay, and then we got a nice collection of stuff, including a Mirrex, which you can put more dudes out with, which allows you to go wide still again. All right, so that's it. As you can see, the point of this deck is go wide. And then when you get to a certain breadth, you just throw out your Pozo cards and cause the damage, doing a lot of damage all at one time. Putting down the bombs. And that's it. That's how you win. And it happens more times than not. All right, so before we go out and do our damage, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black Queen Shouldered, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentations of the women. All right, playing against Joomageddon. 2 mana. I hope to pick up a third along the way. We don't technically need it, but I'd still like it. Turn off the helicopters. Man, I haven't seen Evolved Sleeper in a long time. Alright, I see a boot. This can be turned into 3 goblins here in a second. Alright, here's 100 guys. You don't like that guy. Alright, 2-2. Let's see, what should we do for the power of Grayskull here? 1, 2, 3, 4, and Singleton 1. Yeah, let's do that. These are 2 mana left over. We'll grab these 2 guys. Let's demolition our way through this. And let's put out another nasty bot. Alright, what I need now is I need a recruiter. Let's see what we can pull. There's a recruiter. All right, that's Nick's turn. What are we going to do? And no attacks. We're cool. Let's just stay chill. We'll probably go after the Knight-Errant again. We got a lot going on there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 18. All right, so I got 3. We can try to go wide. I want to do it. I'm gonna be a little on the greedy side there. There we go, victory. There we go, victory. Victory. All right, playing against Sanguinius. Gleeful Demolition is your only play there, boy. There's only 1 card. I don't know what you're looking at for so long here. Looks like we're coming at you with tons of nesting bots. Just pick something already, will ya? All right, there we go. Okay, we need more mana. This is getting disappointing. We'd like to go wide. White would be great to pick up on next turn. What a grisly discovery that is. This guy's trying to play a discard deck against me. Alright, so he's going to force me to discard the recruiter on the next turn. That sucks. Hopefully we keep it. But if he's playing discard, he's just got nothing but discards going on. All right, playing at the top of our deck. I will take out Liliana. I don't want him to get up to 6 and wipe everything out. Let's draw another card. Could have waited probably to his turn to do it. Otherwise, I'm just giving him another target to shoot at as far as getting rid of what's in my hand. And he's back up to 20, but down to 18. All right, we'll swing in with this guy can come out. It doesn't matter. Just go with what we got. All right, Novice Inspector. Great. Gleeful Definition. Here we go. Demolition. And we got tons of guys. Now let's get another recruiter out and we'd be willing to kill. Kick a kill. Kick a kill. He doesn't have the mana to go full demon at this moment. Got lots of guys. One opponent's good. 3. Super. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, there's 9. He's down to 3 mana. We got him. If we could just keep him from putting nothing big, he's going to demon it up right now. We might still be able to win. You can only kill one guy. Technically 2. We could get him with the other, whatever, 100. Did I win? Yeah, there we go. Victory! I played against Ances. Ances. Two mana. Don't be looking at me all mean like that. I don't need your mean eyes. There you go, Cubert. Enjoy your energy on cubes. Keep strong and healthy. Alright, so he's playing big token guys. I'm playing big token guys. Alright, cool, there we go. But I need some more mana. That's not mana. In fact, that's exactly not what I want. Pump, pump, pump. All right, you want to sacrifice all your guys to kill mine off? We could do that. I got 2 in the wings here. Oh, you're just gonna chomp. Well, I know I'm not getting mana, I'll tell you that. Is that really what you want to do? All right, come at me, brah. All right, mean-eyed rock. Oh. We're going white again. Ooh, cool. We can start killing people next turn pretty wonderfully. We got lots of dues. Let's just throw this guy out. That's fine. Auto pay! Hopefully he's not willing to wipe the board. We got one guy out of that. That was almost a complete whiff. We need that third mana from someplace. I'm not getting the case anymore, am I? It's all creatures, hippie. I'll touch you. All right. All right, come on. You could do it. Play your game. Doesn't like the Warden. Where is my third mana at? That is getting ridiculous. All right, I'm going to Warden up again. 1, 2, 3. There's a mana. Can I do this again? I think so. 1, 2, 3. Looking good. All right, what are we do? You're just going to chump me here? All right, we're going to go in for a full meal deal on the next turn. That was a weird thing to play. All right, full meal deal. And we win! There we go. Boom, boom. Goes the room. Boom, boom. All right, playing against a little grizzly. A little bit of grizzly in your life. We got 1. Couple 2s. All right, but we don't have very much white. That is a problem. Everything's white, but we're just packed up on red like crazy. Job select. All right, we're going to push this guy out. Pop. And down to 14 of our own make. I guess, was it 3 of it was this? And we drop it. 1, 2, 3. You're going to shoot out the Warden at this point? Okay, well I need a nesting bot will help with that. We'll take care of that business. You want to put a guy out? You can actually do anything? All right, if you kill it straight up, it'll fizzle out my goblins there. Just take it in. Why is this guy playing control? Alright, well. We, what is this thing called again? Starting our engines. The lack of white is sincerely disturbing. Get him! Alright, 16. I think I've done 15 points of damage myself. This is going to cost me. Pow, 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 pow. We just punished that one guy. Yeah, I'm okay. I don't need to go down to 2. Battle cry! Alright, we got him. We got him next turn, provided he just can't kill me straight up. You got 2 cards. What does this thing do? Yeah, 2 to each. There we go. That was disappointing. Alright, playing against Moises. Is Moises here? Looks like he flashed his cards. So we're gonna pop this. We need to get another land badly. And we did not get it. Land! Yeah, we got to go wide so that we can recruit our way into victories and wonderfulness. That's fine, dude. You're not going to do anything with that. Ooh, I want this one. And let's take these 2. Might as well put another guy out. Battle cry! It's other people, not himself. Alright, don't wipe the board. Does that thing say Ward 1? I'm okay. Oh, we paid for it. There we go. Full meal deal. Battle cry! He's down to 3. He's got to wipe the board at this point. Our recruiters are looking really good. I think we might even see a P-Pants here in a second. I mean, sure, he's got 7 mana. But he looks like the kind of guys who could put out one big thing. Are you actually invest in your talents? That's weird since you don't have any creatures out. And we win! Suck it! Suckerfish! Suck it! Alright, we're playing against Frostyecho. Frostyecho, alright. All right, where are we jumping with this? This is fine. 1, 2, we're looking for a third mana. We've only got 21 mana in this deck. That explains why we're constantly getting robbed. Oh, good. All right, we got 3, which means we play everything we need, which is fine. It's a little slow getting it out, but this is an aggro deck, so we'll do what we can do. What are you pulling there, dude? What are you pulling? Land? All right, 2. I'm going to just choke this guy back with 1. We'll throw out the reinforcements on his turn. All right, we'll be able to shoot for 3 with the taking some stuff out in nice, horrible ways. Pass to attackers, throw out our reinforcements. All right, cool. We'll slam that down. Let's go do some hunting. This dog will hunt, Monsignor. All right, they'll pump. Too bad I didn't have another mana open for the other Resolute Reinforcements at this point. Put the sword down. We're not looking for any trouble here. Alright, we'll slaughter her. Alright, all in, baby cakes. All in. We'll throw down the Resolute Reinforcements on his turn. Are they doubled up now? That's nice. Alright, he's running low on mana, which is fantastic. You get that guy out, is that the deal? Yeah, he's got a guy out. Still, we'll slam in. Ooh, don't wipe out my board. Alright, just let it go, baby cakes. Let it go. He's got 2 mana. I can see it. Alright, we're coming in for the full meal deal. Do I have enough for it? Yeah, I could do haste as well. That's good. And here's the bomb. They all get it, regardless of whether he lives or not. You gotta acknowledge the writing on the wall. Pee pants! Or are you gonna man up and just take it? Boom, 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 boom. He just manned up and took it. Look at that. Good job. I have respect for you, Frostyecho. In your face. Victory! Alright, here we are with Boros 67. Yeah, it was a great deck. It was well within the norms of what we're looking for. I think 67% is pretty much right. There was a couple of times I just immediately gave up because I got tired of playing against control decks. I think I could have probably taken them, but I just couldn't handle the amount of boredom that was involved there. So I ended up with like 57 myself, but that's just because of my impatientness in some situations. I think regularly this is well within the idea of being a 2 out of every 3 card win deck. Yeah, it's really good that way. Trying to see, is there anything in here that's actually new? It looks like there's our new card, Dragoon's Lance. which reminds me too much of Dragonlance, but Dragoon's Lance, and that somehow this lance gives your guy flying. All right, great. Gabolg, equipped before. There you go, Gabolg. The other thing we got for Final Fantasy is Starting Town. Other than that, it's pretty much the old deck. I mean, Arabella's cool in this deck, works out well. I'm surprised we don't have the card. Was it Raise the Past that brings back all those creatures from your graveyard that are 2 or less? Because we got tons of them. And we do a great job at that. But you got to draw a line somewhere. You want 60 cards in your deck, and you have to pick what's going in there. So whatever, man, whatever. All right, let's get down to it. Who was the MVP? Who was the most valuable player? I'm giving it to the Recruiter. Can I really say that, though? It's because he's hasty. That's the reason why. All right, yeah, because I'm going to say, you know who's also super awesome? Also costs 3 is a Sanguine Evangelist. Same thing, just not hasty, because it gives all your dudes +1/+0 when they attack, right? So pretty much it's the same. The only difference is that this one has haste and this one doesn't. And that's what it is. It's a surprise. So yeah, Recruiter, you are going to, plus you could also, it's an adventurer, so you can also, if you had 5 out first, which never happens with this deck, you can create 2 Knights, which would be fantastic. But really, you're getting this thing up to 3, and you're dropping the Recruiter, and that's all there is to it. So I'm going to give it to Imodane's Recruiter. And congratulations, buddy. You are going to Disneyland. Congratulations. All right, so let's see. Was this deck competitive? Like I said, it had a 67% weight. I firmly believe it. This very much feels, I mean, it's been around for a while. It's a fantastic deck. We're going to go ahead and say, yeah, this is a competitive deck. Number 2, was this deck fun? Yeah, why was it fun? Aggro. That's why it was fun. I like the fact that we got guys out, and if they got killed, it didn't really matter. We were just going wide. That's what mattered. Wide is what we're looking for. And what's also cool is that we had a little bit of haste in there, so we can get a guy out and then make them all super dangerous without having your opponent, giving your opponent time to actually do something about it. Because even if they killed this guy, his effect still gets into play, gives all your guys +1/+0 and hasty, gives them a pozo and haste. And so if you happen to have 4, you could throw a guy out, then you have haste, and then it gets a a pozo on there. It's all great. All some good stuff. Knight-Errant, you don't really need him. He's a good recruiter, but he's just a target. As soon as you get him out there, people will start shooting it, which I guess is good. It keeps less, they start shooting less against your little guys. You got lots of little guys. They definitely need to board wipe against this deck because you go out way too wide. That's the deal there. But anyways, yeah, it's a fun deck. Big time fun. Lastly, was this deck interesting? Not particularly. I mean, here's the reason why, is that this is an old deck. Bunch of little dudes. I've seen this before, and you hit it up with the Recruiter at the end. If you're not lucky, you get the Evangelist, who's still really good. But ultimately, we had a couple of new spells added, but they didn't intuitively add anything to the game. In fact, I think Starting Town screwed me over. I think I wasted like 8 of my life just trying to get a white mana out of this thing. I'm surprised with all the white mana in here how much I seem to get red like crazy. I don't know why you'd need a Mirrex in here. Someone's just getting greedy. But this Dragoon's Lance, yeah, it's a good guy. He's small. But still, for 2, I'm not sure that he really, it's really that great. So anyways, they don't really particularly help this deck out anyway. There are a couple cards added. It's always fun to have new cards in there. But other than that, this is pretty much just an old deck. All right, so let's get down to it. Was this deck competitive? Yes. Was this deck fun? Yeah. Was this deck interesting? Not really. So I'm going to give this just a straight A deck, just because it wasn't as interesting as it could be. And if you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. That is all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.